Hello, Calswagular Nation. Poopos 8416 reporting for duty. Today, I woke up. I don't know what's going on with my hair. I woke up a fairly normal time. Like, I woke up at like 9, didn't get out of bed until like 9:30, ate breakfast, whatever. I played guitar. I played my electric guitar for the first time in a hot minute because Jimmy Somewhere released a song called Heaven's Number One. I think I talked about it somewhere. I don't know if it was here or on my other channel, but I really frequent the song and I wanted to learn it, learn the chords, maybe do a cover, something. So I'm working on that. Also came up with a little chord progression for a song idea. I don't have lyrics yet, but I might mess with that a little more. And yeah, I've been thinking quite a bit about a number of things. Number one, my hair. My mom did not like how my hair was looking yesterday because I did it, but I didn't do it like properly. So she said it looked nappy. And she was like, if you want a haircut, contact the lady that cuts my hair sometimes. And I have her phone number now, but I'm thinking, what if I learn how to cut my own hair? I already dye my own hair. Why not save like 50 to 60 bucks? Could be fun. Who knows? But am I scared? Absolutely. I'm terrified of messing up my hair. So that's why I'm like having it grow out a smidge, so I have more room for error. Anyway, speaking of hair dye. I want to dye my hair again, but I found myself in quite the pickle because I don't know what color I want to dye my hair. This is how light my hair is right now. I talked about this in my last video yesterday because there's some like brown box dye over it. I could remove it with some like color oops or whatever, and then dye it whatever color I have, or I could just keep it as is because my default color is this purple. What is it? Arctic Fox, Violet Dream. It comes out really pink on my hair, so then I mix it with this Strawberry Leopard Blue. My bag, this T-Mobile bag smells like hair dye, but like it's scented because it's Strawberry Leopard and Arctic Fox. I also have red in there, but every time I dye my hair red, something horrible happens. And then I end up feeling like poop. And I don't want to do that unless I do I kind of want to do a gradient of sorts because I have some room on these side pieces to dilly-dally and play. I do have like stripes in them though, but you can't really see them just because I went over them with, it's darker than it used to be. So that's that. So I might get some bleach sometime. Maybe when my friend gets back from the north because he went to see Boa live in concert. I'm not jealous. Yes, I am. But I was looking at pictures of Hayley Williams on Pinterest, specifically like her old hair from way back, late 2000s. And I'm tempted. I really like how, she had like the side bang, the emo bang, right? Iconic. And then underneath it was blonde. And then also like she had these chunks. But my chunks, they just like, they're maybe this wide. Okay? But hers go like all the way on the side. And I was like, that looks really cool. I kind of want to do that. Do I want to dye my hair orange? No, I think that would look really bad on me. Neon orange is like my least favorite color on me personally. Or just in general. I don't like, it's a little too loud for my liking, but that's my uniform. But I could not do a full head of orange. I think that would be too much for me. I think that might be worse than like dyeing my hair red. I was red for a little bit. We can't go back. But yeah, that's my idea. I could always just like, I don't know, it's not that radical of an idea. Not that crazy, I guess. It's like not even that far off from what I already have. This is another issue, okay? That's how much lightened bit I have left on my bangs. And I'm at a weird spot with my bangs. I like the length. I haven't cut them in a few weeks. I usually cut them pretty religiously, like every 2 weeks, but it's been maybe like 3. And the length is not bad. Actually, that's a lie. I did trim them because they were looking a little bulky the other week. But I kind of want to grow them out a little bit. Like, I'm not ditching the bang. My mom gets mad at me for cutting my bangs too short. But that's okay. That's never stopped me from cutting my bangs too short. The side bang is speaking to me again. It was speaking to me exactly 1 year ago, but then I had no self-control. Cut the baby bang back. So I could grow them out a smidge. Just a little bit. I need to have the eyebrows showing. Maybe a little bit of forehead showing. But also, when it gets too long, then I'm going to freak out. And then I'm going to cut them short. Decisions. This freaking sucks. Yeah. And then also, my journal. I only have like maybe 5 sheets left in my journal. I started in May. Yeah, I started in May. I'm almost done with it. I'm really happy. This journal has been with me for a weird transitional period between the end of my first year of college and then like now. And maybe if I lock in this week, I'll do a few observational drawings. Bam, finish the journal. I really want to do a YouTube video about journaling because I have so many journals that, well, personal journals, I have 4. I've done 4. I don't know why my heart monitor thing showed up on my watch right now, but I have 4 journals. I've done 4 journals. I've completed 4 journals. And I have 1 journal that was a shared journal that is also done. There were 2, but one of them got thrown away way back when. I didn't do it. The other person threw it. And then I have 2 unfinished journals that the person and I, we didn't finish, but I still write in one of them. That, I think the one that I'm currently writing in right now, that might be my new, like, daily driver, so to speak, with journals. But it is kind of weird because it's, like, addressed to the person that I'm not really writing and exchanging the journal with anymore, but that's whatever. That's just for my personal coping. Whatever. It only has to make sense to me, but also it looks cool, so, like, I can't have it go to waste. My stickers look really cool. But yeah, that's that. What else is going on? I started my summer class today. I'm taking physical anthropology. It's pretty interesting. Was I bored though? Doing big reading? Yeah, but that's just because there was like a lot of text. But the actual content is interesting and I'm excited. I really want to go. I miss studying in cafes. There's a cafe in Long Beach called the Library Coffee House. And I miss it. I miss it a lot. The last thing I got from there was a Thai tea. Before that, I kept getting matcha smoothies. And there's a new coffee shop in town that I want to check out. And maybe when my friend gets back from the north, we'll go scope out the place. Because it used to be a different coffee shop, but then it closed and then it was replaced. So that's that. Rest in peace. I feel like there was something else in here that I was supposed to talk about. Oh, I remember my apron. I have my apron for painting, right? This is my apron. I've had it since printmaking because the person I used to share journals with gave it to me so I would stop, messing up my clothes because even though I love printmaking, I'm not giving up wearing a white shirt. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. But over time, the apron has been like falling apart. Like the stitching was getting undone and some pockets were just like, they stopped working. So I did some stitching last night and is it a little bit ugly? Yes, but it's cute ugly. Yeah, I really like a set contrast. So I was like, I have so many different colors of thread because my grandma gave me a bunch of her old sewing supplies. I look like a fool right now, but that's okay. Yeah, I did that. I really like this color. This turquoise really, really called my name. So that's why I used it. I had to put some red in because That's one of my favorite colors. And also I think for good luck, it might be, red hair for me might be extremely bad luck. But only in my hair. In my clothes, I feel very lucky, but that just might be because I'm Chinese. But anyway, there's more red and then purple. That's my favorite color. I don't know if you can tell from my room, the wig, the walls, the little guy, etc. Yellow. I like the color yellow. I don't like orange. I love yellow. And then a little red here, and then this like weird kind of fleshy peachy tone. That was just like, I have my tomato pincushion and I leave thread on the needles just so they don't get lost in the pincushion. I don't know how many needles are stuck in the pincushion, but I'm scared. And maybe one day I'll dissect it, but today's not that day. But there's that peachy color. I don't even remember what I used it for. Maybe for like, it was probably for this sweater, I'm not gonna lie. And so I was like, I have extra of that. Let me put it on here. What else did I do? I think that's about it. Oh, there's more of this turquoise color. That's so pretty. I love that color. That was probably my favorite color for a lot of my childhood. But yeah, that's my apron. It's more me now, because it's basically a big napkin for my paintbrushes. I'm always wiping my paintbrushes on my apron. It is fairly thin, so sometimes I worry that I'm gonna get the paint on my clothes, but that hasn't happened yet. I've gotten paint on like my jorts before, but those are jorts. It's a part of the apron, basically. It's okay. Yeah. I just cleaned my room the other day, but it's a mess again, so I'm probably gonna have to do that. I got new Converse. I have to do a project with that, because my old Converse that I've had since probably the beginning of my senior year of high school, they've been through a little bit. They've been through an entire year of college, my entire high school senior year, and then a year of college, and they're like covered in just like poop and not poop. There's dirt, mostly dirt, a little bit of screen printing ink. I walk funky, so the heel is like uneven and it looks a little. My docks are also not looking too hot on the heel. They're a little uneven, but that's okay. That's okay. But I have these new Converse, and I don't wanna give up the old ones yet. I want to take pictures of them, because it's a whole like, to be loved is to be changed kind of thing. So I'll get around to that eventually, but I need to break these bad boys in sometime soon-ish. But yeah, I want to sew, I want to paint again, but it's gonna make such a mess. I gotta do so much stuff. Yeah, but I don't know. There's a person that I know who's in a band, and their hair is so, it's actually to die for. Like, their roots are like this really bright blue, and then their ends are orange. I can't really do the orange hair thing, just because when I would dye my hair red, it would fade to orange, and but it looks so good. I'm really jealous, because I could not pull that off personally, but I love a complementary color palette situation. I might not like orange that much, but orange and blue, Dave and Buster's, hello. But yeah, I don't know. That's the video for today. Goodbye.